Hi everyone, I'm Natasha Matthew with Wycard, and today I'm pleased to introduce you Chris Wolf. Hi Chris.
Hi Natasha.
Thanks for being here with us today. And before you start and give us valuable information, I want to let everyone know that who is Chris? I work with Chris at Summit office and he takes great care of everyone. And he does a wonderful job. Now let's start and hear from Chris, what he has to say, how COVID-19 has affected the real estate market, Chris.
Thank you again for having me, Natasha. And that's a great question. And I know it's a question on a lot of people's minds. So we have seen quite a few changes, right, on both fronts, with social distancing and with people, being a little reluctant to go out. It has certainly affected the real estate market. On a positive side, we are still moving forward. I'm very happy to say that I think in the industry, we are finding creative ways to move forward and to do our number one job, which is to assist buyers and sellers, right? So especially at Wycard, I think we have come up with some really good ideas to not delay and to, allow people to still look at homes on the weekends or during the week and still be able to get in touch with agents or, loan officers such as myself, and help them move forward.
That's awesome, Chris. Before we started the social distance, always I had so pride to tell all my buyers that my team was able to close everything in 15 business days. Do you think this one has been affected right now, or is the same?
Sure. So yeah, time frames are definitely different now, and because this is the situation continues to evolve. So what was accurate or what was true last week might not necessarily be the same this week. So it's very important, in my opinion, in this times that we stay really close with our clients and make sure they're updated, make sure our partners are updated. Just because as things change, we of course want them to be aware as well. And closing times too, just to be, safer. You're instead of 30 days or less, now you're getting closer to 45 or 60. Just because, as we all know, there's a lot of moving pieces in a purchase, such as appraisals and title searches. Those are all things that would need to be completed, and it's going to vary town to town and person to person. But those are things that should be considered, and will definitely affect the time frames.
Thanks, Chris. The other question what I have for you, I remember every time when we were in the office and I came inside your office, you always mentioned many loans program. Like for every kind of situation my clients or my friends were at, you always were able to find the perfect loan program for them. During this time, does all those loan programs exist?
No. So what we've seen too is a lot of programs and products that we were able to offer a short time ago are not currently available now. And that is due to, again, what's going on. The other side of that too is programs and products that are still in place. They've had changes to guidelines. And that's, just to reiterate the importance of staying in touch with your clients. Communication at a time like this is vital, and the more we keep our clients informed, the better off everyone is going to be who's involved. So
thank you for sharing that with me and others, Chris. What about the credit score? Has it changed or it's the same as before? I remember every buyer was able to get, even though with a minimum around under 600 credit score, if I'm correct.
Yeah, so that's something that has certainly changed, and depending on which particular program people are looking into, the requirements have changed. So, to speak in broad numbers, we currently do not have programs for people who are below a 620. Um, that might come back at some point in the future, but right now that's what we're dealing with. So.
And during this time, since most of people that are staying home, they're not able to work, do you think this one is gonna affect buyers?
Are you referring to people that are currently like furloughed or waiting to return to work?
You can update us in both scenarios. That would be perfect.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, employment and income is a very important piece of an application. So if somebody is not currently working, that could impact things. But again, it's one of those times that we encourage people to reach out to us, to ask us questions, to see what options are available to them. Lending like clothes is not a one size fits all type of deal. So it is specific to individuals, and if people are wondering what they can do or what they can't do, that's what we're here for, to help answer those questions. And even right now, if there's nothing currently available, or there's no options, what we like to do is give them a roadmap, if you will, so that we can get them to where they want to be.
Thanks, Chris. That's wonderful. And one more question for you.
Sure.
I have received few phone calls, and for me, always when I got those phone calls from buyers, they put smile on my face, like kind of, the question what I got was like, if is the best time to buy right now because banks are giving money away.
Well, I think it's still a good time to buy. And there's two sides to every, to every opinion or question. But it right now, if someone still has a need to buy a home, or I think the message that we all want to deliver is that even in the current state, we still have options to get you there. And, we will work with you based on your comfort level and, everything else to help you get where you need to be. So I think that should be first and foremost when people are considering. A lot of people are wondering, should I wait? Should I go now? And that's a great conversation to have with all of us on a one-to-one level, because we can identify what's maybe causing reluctance, or what the need is and the time frame.
Totally understand and agree with you, because for some will be the best time to buy now, and probably for some will be the best time to wait a little bit. Everyone is different situation and different needs.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. Do you want to add anything, Chris?
No, but just to let everyone know that, what a wonderful professional agent you are. And, I encourage anyone who sees this video to definitely reach out to Natasha. The time and the care she takes with all of her clients is simply amazing. And I can't say it any other way that you'll be in great hands. So, and thanks for having me as well.
Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Paul, thank you. Now we're going to Latoya. Chris, would you like to introduce Latoya for us?
Sure. Latoya is another member of our team. Latoya is part of Weichert Title. She, again, her professionalism, her knowledge, her work ethic is second to none. So she's just absolutely amazing.
Thank you
Take it
so
away,
much.
Latoya. You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Chris. Hi, my name is Latoya Carter. I am the title agent for Weichert. I've been with the company for a little bit over 10 months now. I've worked as a closer, a real estate agent, and now I'm a title producer. So I kind of understand from every aspect, from all the way from mortgage where you are, Chris, and then coming into title, and also basically on the buyer side of closing the deal, because we're really in unprecedented times right now. And I know it's a lot of questions about how we're closing, are we closing? And I have to admit, Weichert, we are at 100% close rate right now. So I have to say, we are all working during times that are really uncertain to everyone. So Natasha, thank you for having me.
Thanks for being with us, Latoya. I have a simple question. Everyone, sometimes I hear the question, what's his title? What's title?
That's a very good question, because a lot of people don't know, I guess you would say, what we perform in a real estate transaction. So basically, title, we play two roles. We are the insurance agent and we are the escrow officer. So the title insurance, we protect the buyer and we protect the lender in case there's any ownership issues in the chain of the title. And someone might say, what's the chain of the title? That's the title search. We have to make sure that this house has clear title, a clear chain for you as the buyer to be able to purchase it. So that's the initial, I guess you would say, the initial stage we do. We do after you get pre-approved for your mortgage. You go under contract, and then you go to your attorney, and then your attorney chooses Weichert Title to basically do the search on the home. And we look for ownership issues, we look for tax issues, and we look for judgment issues, because these things can stop a purchase of a home.
Thank you. That was really good. And what's the difference between standard and owner's policy insurance?
Okay, the owner's policy insurance is an extra policy, and it's optional for the owner, to protect the owner of the real estate transaction. The standard, we're protecting the lender as well as the owner. So we're looking for things like an easement, and easements mean another, I guess you would say, another neighbor encroaching on your property. We're looking for things like that. We're looking for things around the land. If you get an ownership policy, that protects you as the buyer when it comes to issues of maybe somewhere along the chain, it was another party that was involved with ownership of the property before, and they're coming to sue you. So I guess it's like if you get both, and we would prefer you to get both, it's a double security for the buyer. But we have standard and we have owner's policy.
Thanks for explaining that to us, Latoya, but really I think that we have to do another meeting, and when you can explain everything on details, and we can go a little deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and the funny part is, like, Chris and I, we always communicate, but you are always behind the scene, and most buyers sometimes they don't know. They hear from the attorney that now the title is taken care, but they don't see what's happened behind the scene. But
yeah.
How COVID-19 has affected your work and title search, closing, on the other hand?
COVID-19 has affected us tremendously with the social distancing, because our closings are usually done in a Weichert office or an attorney's office. So now that we're practicing social distancing, we have what we call virtual closings. And I think it's wonderful. It's a new step into the future. It basically brings the buyer, you could be in the comfort of your own home, to basically close your transaction, and we can have the buy.
And I can sign and get.
Yes. Yes. We would send the packet to you overnight, and your attorney will also have a copy of the packet. We would provide you with a tablet. So that's a wonderful thing, because a lot of people say, oh, I don't have a computer at home. We provide it to the client. So the agent can be on the call the way we're on the call right now. the buyer, the attorney, and the mortgage rep. So we could all basically be on a Zoom call or a Skype meeting together. And all we have to do, you verify the ID, they will put it up to
So
the
you
camera.
here, correct?
Exactly.
From
Exactly.
and how do
Yeah.
you drop the iPad? It's like delivered through UPS or
Yes, it would be delivered through UPS.
oh, I was joking actually. I thought like someone is gonna drop it off or give it to.
No.
Did you?
Yeah. Say it again, Natasha.
I'm asking Chris. Did you know about it? Did you
Yes.
know that the UPS is gonna deliver the?
Yeah.
Everything. Everything. They're going to deliver the packet. They're going to deliver the tablet, everything to the buyer.
Wow,
So,
that's amazing.
Yes.
Let's say if someone doesn't know, let's say, for example, my grandmother wants to buy a house downside, but she doesn't know how to set up the Zoom or how you help with it.
It's already configured. Once you turn it on, it tells you what to press, where to go, and everything will all be sitting there waiting for the buyer, and they'll just pop up. Also, we'll just get, if we have to take the extra step, we'll get on the phone and try to walk them through it, but it's all configured. It's not anything complicated. Once they turn it on, it's basically a welcoming to, purchasing your home. It's very easy, very.
That's what I love working with my team. You're the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
we are closing. No, if we have to do it virtually, and like I said, I think this is going to be the way of the future as well.
What has been the feedback from buyers and sellers at the closing? Do they like the new policy? Or I know it's not that easy, but how they feel with this process, with this closing?
We've had quite a few buyers who've already done it, and they love it. They love it.
I'll love it as well, House and dealing with the key. It's amazing.
Yeah, everything from the comfort of your own home. That this is the new wave of where we're going. I think we were all thrown into this, and we're all basically being resilient, and we're pushing through as a company.
Yeah. Very well said. Yep. Definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah, that one-stop shop makes a difference. It's a really wonderful work from everyone. And I'm very happy to work with you guys and looking forward to give the best service to our clients.
Absolutely.
And yes.
Reach you, Chris. I guess I was not able to connect with Chris. Chris, I'm asking you if my friends and clients want to reach out to you directly. What's the best number?
Oh, you can reach me directly at 973-723-0110.
And this is a guy, he always gives a cell phone number and the best service out there. You can reach him anytime.
Thank you.
Oh, you don't usually buyers, if they have question about their titles, can they contact you directly?
Yes, of course. We do have some buyers who are, I guess you would say, knowledgeable about title. They can call me directly. My number is 201-779-3316, and my email is lcarter@weikertitle.com.
Thank you for sharing. I'll put that in writing and I'll send it to all my clients who have a question, and they are in good hands. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Natasha.